Hello, everybody. Hey, it's me.
How's it going, everybody? Today we're just going to do a quick video because I'm still not feeling the best and I couldn't believe that this happened. Because yeah, I guess the title spoiled it and I'm going to spoil it right now. Mamachu is returned with Tophiachu. For so long, many of us was like, I guess Tophiachu was just abandoned Mamachu. For all we knew, Mamachu was in a completely different state, living a completely different life. But there were some hints that Mamachu was around, and there were some hints that Tophiachu would just never return to her. I mean, personally, that's how I was kind of thinking it might go down because, you know, Tophiachu doesn't really have much to gain from Mamachu. But no, we was wrong. I was wrong. Mamachu is back. She's just sitting there hanging out. We're getting some classic Mamachu coughs. It's like the ambient noise I've been missing for so long. And you know what? Mamachu actually looks okay. You know, after hearing about what had happened, I was incredibly worried about Mamachu, especially in the look department. You know, I didn't know what was going to happen, but no, Mamachu looks exactly like herself. It's insane. But let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Cars, they're all gone. They were in lots somewhere. They're already probably sold off. He had an SUV. Or no, actually I think he did get it back. But then it broke down somewheres and it was in a tow yard. And obviously the tow company doesn't keep it for that long, so it's gone. We have the other SUV still. He had a truck still. He had a Jetta still. And we're still looking for the BMW, so my brother had a convertible BMW that got stolen. And I keep forgetting to call the police to ask them about the police report, what the number is, so I can get updates in case they find it, which I highly doubt that. That would be cool to have a convertible BMW. That would be nice, but...
Am I in there?
No.
Hello, everybody. Hey, it's me. Just two things. I am on my station head, and I am in the Reddit, so you know it's not my daughter. That's it. I don't want to take up her live stream. But I'm doing okay, everybody. Thanks for those people that asked about me.
Yeah, she's doing okay. Hey, I need a car. I like this area. I might live here. A nice house, nice area. I did move out of the way. How rude. I've been working out every other day too. There's this lady that she has workouts on YouTube. Oh my lord, they are so fun. I do that, and then after I worked out, I ate a pizza.
One of the most perplexing things about Tophiachu's character is the fact that she will do nothing to improve her situation. It's like over and over again you hear these stories and you're just like, Tophiachu, why will you not make a simple phone call? You understand, like, you just have to call them and like you definitely would get your way. Like, they would tell you, all right, you can be here at a certain time and get your stuff. We understand the situation that you went through, but Tophiachu just doesn't even bother. It's been a long time since she's tried to recover Brother Chu, which I'm pretty sure she's also gave up on, but it has been a super long time to be finding that SUV. It is long gone. It's probably been in a chop shop or at the bottom of a lake for a very long time at this point. If any of you guys watched my recent compilation on the Chu Cruiser saga, like, you would know that this happened a very long time ago. Like, you better give up hope. This was way back when Tophiachu and her family had like 3 or 4 cars. I called it the Chu Chilla. If you ever played Mass Effect, you'd 100% get what I'm saying, because it was just literally like Mamachu, Brother Chu, and Tophiachu in 3 or 4 separate cars. I think Brother Chu went to work in the middle of the night, and Tophiachu and Mamachu just chose whichever one was closest to them. And one of the strangest habits about the Chu crew is they would never lock their doors, like never. It was literally their home, but they neglected to lock each and every one of their car doors, so they were constantly getting broken into. I mean, there was a story where a guy was just sitting in the car as they opened the door, eating Mamachu's Vienna sausages, and I think it's hilarious that that was Tophiachu's biggest problem. Like, this guy broke into my car and was eating my mom's Vienna sausages? Well, we ain't got that many Vienna sausages. It's like, wait, Tophiachu, we got bigger problems right now. People are getting into your car super easy. That's terrible. I mean, honestly, Tophiachu seemed more upset than Mamachu, but you know how humble Mamachu is. Just look at her here. She knows that she's the star of the show, and Tophiachu does too. Tophiachu knows the comment section has been filled with, where's Mamachu? Let us see Mamachu. And she probably told Mamachu off camera, like, no. This is my stream, remember? Don't forget that. I mean, you just stay in the corner and we'll talk afterwards, Mamachu. And Mamachu most likely listened, but she shouldn't have. I wanted to hear how she was feeling. I wanted to hear more about what was going on with her, because we've been really in the dark. And the last I heard, there was like rumors floating around that Tophiachu and Mamachu couldn't necessarily be in contact with one another. I even heard that Mamachu might have been living with family members, but I'm pretty sure she was just staying in a retirement home or something like that. One of those kind of places.
Yeah, it's the Sunny D, because I needed D in my life. I'm just kidding. I need some orange juice. That's why I got it. Oh, thank you.
It's a real nice thing. I like. It's nice out today.
It's a nice park. And we have
It wasn't, but now it is.
tennis balls and stuff in storage, but it's buried in the back. I don't know why. I should have not opened that photo, but it was like blurred. So I was like, okay, well, what did they send? Because people that usually send blurred photos are like horrible screenshots of me, and I'm like, haha, I just delete it. But no, I opened it, and yeah, I shouldn't have. It did happen. Actually, I took a screenshot. Man, this is crazy. Why did I screenshot it to send it to someone to say, hey, look, this is what I'm receiving? They're actually fun. If you don't have people that are annoying. Like at the last stop.
No, I haven't done anything.
To Vegas, when this guy's like, are we there yet? He was like the are we there yet kid. Are we almost to Vegas? And the bus driver got so mad that he was like, if you don't be quiet, I'm going to drop you off right here.
I don't know what's been going on with Tophiachu recently, but she's just got to stop it. Can someone please get the 1980s Michael Jordan in here? No, we don't have that clip. All right, next time. Maybe she's been hitting up the Pokemon breeding center. She just can't find the whale lord that her heart's been set on. Their schedule just isn't quite matching up. Or maybe Tophiachu is just in a little heat-a-chew. Just a little bit, guys. Maybe a little desperation to get back into another chew cruiser. Who really knows? But it really does need to end. I mean, it's getting bad. She's talking about starting an OF, and that's Nova's forte. When Nova says it, I kind of believe he might do it, but when Tophiachu says it, well, it's the same for Nova as well, but I just really don't want to believe that it could actually exist. And it doesn't end there. Tophiachu is putting up suggestive clothing for her viewers to buy her on her Amazon wish list, and it's just so odd. And when it comes to Tophiachu opening up that message, anyone in their right mind, like a 50-year-old man who's never touched a phone in his life, he got a DM that was blurred out, he would know what that meant. You was looking for that, Tophiachu. As soon as you saw it was blurred, you're like, I know what I'm looking for. There's no doubt in my mind she saw what she wanted to. I mean, if you've seen something blurred, you know immediately what it is. But not only does Tophiachu look at it, unblur it, but she screenshots it as well and tells everyone on the live stream about this. And when pushed about it, Tophiachu's like, well, what do you think? I just wanted to give it to everyone that I knew. And Tophiachu, I think that's illegal. Like, I'm not sure. Maybe in New Mexico it's a little different, but something seems wrong about that. If anything goes wrong, she can just take another trip to Las Vegas, hit up a Comic-Con, and when she was telling that story about being on a bus and some guy was getting on the bus driver's nerves, for some reason I know that was Brother Chu. She didn't say it was, but it had to be. I could see Tophiachu and the rest of them being a big fan of that movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for Halloween.
No, I can't.
I got a couple costume ideas. I need to find somewhere that has like costume contests. Maybe a club or something.
Sandwich.
Athletic sport. I did want to wrestle when I was in high school. I wanted to do wrestling, but I couldn't. My dad couldn't take me to the meets. Me and this other girl wanted to do wrestling. It froze again. Thank you for the heart puff. go apply at Hooters? I cannot work
I
there.
wouldn't know.
Of course someone would
I
want
don't
me
know
to
the guy.
apply to Hooters. Of course they would. Imagine if I could do content working at Hooters for a day. Working at Twin Peaks for a day. What it's like. I didn't even really spill tea, and someone was like, yeah, she spilled tea earlier. What, about Superman and Ryan? Nobody knows these people, so why are you talking about Superman on Alive? Nobody knows them. What do you think? What do you think when you're like literally saying someone's a predator? Like that's gonna link us to him. When literally I don't have anything to do with Superman. Okay? I saw him at the car meets. That's it. I'm not defending him, nor am I attacking him. But I did hear from some people that he was not a good person after all of this went down with my brother. That's all I know. I'm not defending him, nor am I... I'm not defending him, nor am I attacking him. But you didn't have any issues with him when you were around him. So let's be for real. Now all of a sudden you want to come online and think you're spilling tea about people. She's talking about people who nobody cares about. Like, does anybody care about Superman?
Tophiachu in that last segment brought up some pretty funny ideas. You know, I think I would like to see a few of them come to fruition and a couple of them not. Yeah, specifically the Hooters thing. Now, would it be funny to see Tophiachu go work a job in certain places for a day? I think World of T-Shirts tried something similar, but I think Tophiachu would be so much better because we know what to expect from World of T-Shirts, but I think Tophiachu would just blow our mind with how little she would be wanting to do and how willing she would be to do it. It's also funny that when like the idea of work is thrown into her face, she's like, yeah, I mean, I could definitely make some content on that. Like, go there for one day, figure out what it's like to actually have a job. It's like, we're shooting really low, Tophiachu. I mean, I think we could be doing a little bit better than just like a day at each establishment. Gotta earn that Hooters shirt from somewhere, and when she was bringing up her Halloween costume, I don't know about the Hooters thing, but Tophiachu in a wrestling garb, hey, that might be pretty funny. I mean, maybe that's what she should shoot for. Shoot a double leg on anyone who mentions that dastardly GoFundMe money, tells her to bust it down for a patty melt. You know, maybe that's what Papachu should have got her into. Maybe Tophiachu should have been a wrestler. I don't think there's much opportunities for female wrestlers, you know, outside of high school sports. I mean, is there collegiate wrestling for females? I don't think there is, but maybe. But maybe if Papachu would have actually taken her to those wrestling meets, his fate could have been entirely different. You know, when Papachu was trying to pull those scams and those unwilling participants just wouldn't budge, maybe if he had Big Toe sitting in the corner, just sitting there menacingly, those people might have changed their mind real quick. And also, that's a good partner when you're going in to grab a few cigarettes that you don't have money to pay for. And completely sidetracking, but about the Superman person that Tophiachu was mentioning in the last segment, I don't know much about them. And this is one of the things that Tophiachu does. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know nothing about the dude. But Tophiachu decides to bring him up for absolutely no reason, and Angie again. And I'm telling you guys that there's one person in the Chuverse that I have very little knowledge on and I never look into what she posts. It's Angie, and I assume a lot of other people are exactly like that. Like, people on the Reddit could be saying it, but Tophiachu, you have this magic ability that maybe you could employ every now and then. It's called ignoring it.
Literally, the car was evidence, and they didn't. They told me too late. Well, they told me that I could get stuff out of the car. They told me where, or they kind of, but they said I needed to get a hold of the registered owner. I said okay. They still didn't do that. I said, hey, I need to get stuff out of my car because they're going to throw it. They threw everything away. I had no clothes. All of my clothes that I had from the apartment are buried in the back. So I cannot get into my storage to get any clothes. Luckily, my mom's family was nice enough to take me to the thrift store. Her brother took me to the thrift store to get clothes. The GoFundMe money is gone because they gave it back to people, Nikita, because people reported it as scam, which I didn't have access to the GoFundMe. They tried to get a hold of Ryan, which I have the email proof. They did look into the GoFundMe and they did not find that I was scamming people. So they said they had to get a hold of Ryan or they were going to refund the money. They couldn't get a hold of Ryan, so they gave people their money back. Not because I was scamming people. You can say that all you want, but I have the email directly from Gofundme, from whoever works at Gofundme, that says that if they don't get a hold of Ryan, they're going to give the money back. I tried to get a hold of Superman, but I couldn't get a hold of Superman. So now I have to figure out how to pay my brother's funeral because people wanted to lie and say that I was scamming people, and it had nothing to do with a scam.
Okay, so I guess Superman is the guy who was running the GoFundMe. I never heard his name, or he was just normally mentioned as that guy who was running the GoFundMe, and I guess I never really looked into it that much. But yeah, Tophiachu, I guess it makes a little bit more sense. Even if he was doing everything perfect, this guy probably wouldn't have heard very much if he just started the GoFundMe. You didn't destroy every bit of your sympathy and all of the goodwill that you had built up from the tragic situation that you was a part of, or when you went live, you didn't act completely selfish or just how you typically act. People probably wouldn't have been looking into his history, and whether it's right or not, they wouldn't have been calling him those things, and that would have never happened to him. It's no wonder the guy was like, yep, nope, I'm just not going to do this anymore. I was trying to do a good thing. I felt like what I was doing was right, but this has just led to so much of a hassle and things coming my way that I would never have expected. And to a certain extent, this all falls back onto you, Tophiachu. The GoFundMe money was going to come through just fine, like absolutely just fine, until you started telling people that you was going to be spending a majority of it on yourself. And you've also said in a recent post that the state basically paid for everything, so what was this money really going to? No one is really sure because you're such an unreliable narrator. And even if everything you said was 100% the truth, it would be a hard sell for anyone to believe you. It's kind of like DSP, like if someone was knocking at DSP's door saying you gotta get out now, and DSP was sitting there telling his stream like, guys, you gotta donate to me right now or I'm gonna lose my house. People wouldn't believe him because he's pulled this crap so many times. But I guess that's enough from me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, follow all the socials down below, comment, and I'll catch you guys next time.